Yeah, it's the storm way out ahead of everything.
Okay.
Storms are moving kind of an east-northeast route, approaching I-65. If you're in Franklin, Columbus,
you got
Seymour,
some pretty big hail on that one, but it's not severe warned.
Of course not. Franklin, Columbus, Seymour, Vienna, Charleston, all those areas, you're the next stop. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're paying attention to the radar if you're in that area. But it's kind of a messy. It got a little sloppy there as it crossed I-69. Again, we had noted that earlier in the stream that might have been something that happened. We're expecting it to weak as it approaches and goes east of I-65. What do you got?
20 minutes ago. I know it won't help for this storm, but I was listening to the Indiana Weather Network while tonight's storm was going on, and they were spot on. They said it appeared to be as if a tornado briefly touched down the north of the town, and it appears to be where most of the damage has occurred.
Who said that? We're going to keep going here. I'm trying to catch up on comments. There's a lot of comments coming in, obviously. But if you have storm reports, let us know. That's extremely important. The reason why, and it doesn't matter what kind of report. If you want to say it's a little windy, why not say it? Because it helps us understand what the storm is doing. Now, on a normal day, I'd say no, but right now, I need to know what the storm is doing. So this is a good opportunity for you to tell me what's going on in your home. If it's windy, if it's hailing, raining hard, lightning, because then that tells me, make sure you include your location. That way I can take that information and put it onto the radar and picture it and let people know downrange what's going on. Let's get back into the radar here. We're going to look at this storm that has the history of producing tornadoes tonight. We just want to make sure that everybody's in the clear. It just went through Bloomington. So we're in a populated area, so this will tell us if we got something on the ground or not for sure. A lot of nasty scatter, but I think we're good there. Yeah, it's definitely rotating. There's a lot of rotation in these storms, but they're just not tight enough. Except for the storms that are like Vincennes and then east of there, those were got tight enough where you could tell tornadoes on the ground. These storms, as they move east and cross 69, aren't as impressive as they were when they were west. The storm down near just crossed 69 south of Martinsville. Also got a little rotation in it, but nothing crazy. But of course, downrange, Morgantown, Nashville. It's getting close to Nashville. Somebody had mentioned Nashville. It's getting close to Nashville now. And eventually it'll cross into I-65. We're going to watch all these until it's no longer doing scary stuff. Let's drop south so you guys can see what's going on. It's just really a mess right now. These storms are just nasty on radar.
Not very good structured, are they?
Not very good structure anymore. It's probably the cold front causing some problems. It's just really, really messy. But you still have storms that are putting down some large hail. You have storms that are still putting out 60 mile per hour damaging wind gusts. And apparently we have storms that are still rotating. So just because it looks bad on radar, that doesn't mean something isn't happening inside of it. Vincennes tornado and then the tornado that happened shortly later, 10-15 minutes later, both did not look good on radar. And they were, but you switched over to a correlation coefficient and you could see the debris was being lofted. And that's how we actually knew that storms were producing tornadoes. And they weren't tornado warned, keep in mind. So that's why we've been telling everybody tonight, if you're in a severe thunderstorm warning, take it as a tornado warning, get to your shelter the last minute, and that helps tornadoes get going. So we might have just had a couple brief tornadoes because of that influence that the atmosphere gave us there briefly. And it's probably still ongoing. That's why we don't want to take our eyes off of it. I saw the message. We're going to take a look at north of Bedford. There's a lot of areas in there. It could be rotating. It's really all of it's rotating, but none of it is tight enough to be concerned about right now. But again, like I said earlier, the tightness could come very, very quickly. You could be, I mean, now right there is where he's looking at. Between Cedar Creek and Guthrie, south side of Bloomington.
It's down by Logan.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh, wow. Knox County Scanner is praising us for one of the posts, multiple praises.
Thank you, Knox County Scanner. We really appreciate that. Let's see here. Okay, so that storm south of Clear Creek crossing State Road, was it 37, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's got an area of maybe a little couplet going on here. We're going to give that a scan, see if we got anything. I wish it would tell me right now, but I don't think it's going to. Correlation coefficient. So I don't see anything yet.
How far is that from Monroe? Lake Monroe.
There you go.
Lake Monroe, I think, is up here somewhere.
Yeah.
So I think it's just southwest of her. Yeah, that's what we're watching. So south side of Bloomington, I think this is just outside the city limits. There's an area of rotation, or was. It looks like it's gone now. That was fast.
Smithville, Harrodsburg.
Yeah, right there would be the concern. Really hard to tell. I mean, even that could be a concern too. It's so hard to tell right now. It's really, really messy on radar. It's really hard to pick up right now. Really, the best thing we have right now is correlation coefficient. This picks up. So what this model does right here in front of us, not really a model, but what this does is it picks up any weird stuff in the air. Not rain, not anything like that. It picks up trees, cars, whatever's being tossed in the air. That's what it would pick up. And you have to just look for like a little circle blue ball, and that tells you that something is being tossed in the air that's not supposed to be tossed. Wigs.
People.
Clothes. Yeah. Your 401k. Whatever's getting tossed in the air, it would pick it up.
Donuts.
Donuts. Let's zoom out and just take a gander here at storms. Put it in motion. Again, storms are getting pretty sloppy right now. Best looking storm right now is the Bloomington to Bedford area. Storms down south kind of just like broke apart. Now they just look nasty. So I think a lot of that is ruining the severe threat down there. That's why there's no warning along the Ohio River right now. I think, yeah, Sullivan, Indiana is good. Jessica. I think that's why it's going to be raining for a while, but that's it. That's why, you're someone go up north. Someone say Cass County has rotation. I'll take a look. I'll go up north here and take a gander. I know I haven't been up north a lot today, but really the threat is just down south.
Corey said the winds out here are tremendous. He's Becker Township, south of Martinsville.
Yeah, you can hear them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, winds are ripping outside right now. I'm hoping we keep power. In the event we lose power, because we are getting hit right here, right now. In the event we lose power, I guess we do have a hotspot, don't we?
Yeah, but we'll lose power because that's run by power. But we can go live on our phones if that need be.
Yeah.
Unlike.
In the event we lose power, just continue monitoring radar on your own. We'll come back as soon as we can in the event because it's really windy outside. I can hear it.
We need a generator.
Yeah, okay.
Send money to get generator to porch time.
In terms of the Cass County stuff, I think that's just a lot of radar scatter. I don't see much of a concern in there. I think it's just a lot of
another quick safety
radar
check
scatter
for
here.
Anybody out in the field?
I think north of Indy is okay for now. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, though. I still think the best looking storm.
Just rain, some thunder, and some lightning. That's about it.
That's a heck of an outflow boundary right there. We're fine. That's a heck of a gust front right there. I mean, that'll actually fire storms on its own. We're getting hit really hard right now. We can hear it outside. Martinsville, if you're in Martinsville, you're okay.
I'm good.
We're in Martinsville. We're located out of Martinsville, so we're getting hit here right now. But we're okay.
Are we okay down?
If you see me get up and start running for the shelter, and you're in Martinsville, I would follow.
If you see him outrunning me to the shelter, we got issues.
Yeah. If you see me get up suddenly, start bolting, we got some problems. But we're okay.
I'm good down here. Got some pea-sized hail, crazy winds, but now it's just rain and lightning and thunder.
Hey, Sarah, we have a lot of people in Martinsville, so just let me know, or Morgan County as a whole, but just let me know if you see any tree damage or anything.
Trees in Guthrie.
Where's Guthrie?
North of Bedford.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Down there by the lake.
I see what you're saying. Never mind, I see where you're at. You're in Guthrie, yeah. Just let me know what you see there. We're watching that storm pretty closely. It does have a history of producing a tornado.
South of the lake, yeah.
All right, let me go back into... Sorry, guys, I was talking with the staff. We have storm hunters in the field right now that are intercepting storms between Bloomington and Bedford. And so I'm a direct line of communication. We get immediate reports from them. I funnel it out to you guys. That way you guys always have the latest in information regarding severe
You're
weather.
not going to get better weather updates than anybody in the state. I'm telling you right now, and I'm not talking trash because they're in my studio. It's just what it is. There's people all over Central Indiana working for these guys right now.
Storm near east of Guthrie, right here. A little bit of rotation, nothing too crazy though. Watching it pretty closely. Our storm hunter, Sarah Barrick, is on that storm. She'll update accordingly. Just a little bit of rotation. We're okay there though. Let's go to correlation.
Starting to rain in Martinsville.
There is a little bit of rain here in Martinsville. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it outside or not on the audio, but the door is getting slammed with rain right now.
Literally 3 feet from the door. Yeah. We'll have to reevaluate that.
Okay. Right now, we're looking okay. We're looking fine. A lot of warnings have been dropped south. The only severe thunderstorm warning right now is the Bloomington-Bedford storm. And the reason why is because I'll switch radars and I'll show you why. Actually, I'll go to Louisville. Look how messy that is. Super, super messy. I would say storms are just really struggling. Cold front's catching up. Keep in mind there is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 2 a.m. We can't hear you, Storm, because your storm is so loud. I believe it's really loud. I'm trying to talk louder so you guys can hear me. Can you please update on Bargersville, Whiteland, Greenwood? Yeah, it's moving your area, but you're okay. Just normal thunderstorm. Nothing to worry about. Just from the sounds of it, because we're getting hit with that storm that's going to hit you, Shelby, is you're probably looking at about 50 mile per hour wind gusts, maybe 55 at most. Just from the sound of it. Definitely rough in Bedford at the moment. Can you give me, I don't know where that is, Caitlin. Can you give me an idea where that is? I don't know, Palmyra? I have no idea where that
Palmero.
is. No.
How do you spell it?
Where'd it go? I lost it. Palmyra. Palmyra? I have no idea.
Either. I just want you to know there's people watching both feeds, my feed and your feed, and they can hear you live on both perfectly.
Perfect.
That's good stuff.
The only severe thunderstorm warning we have right now from this group of storms is the storm from Bloomington to Bedford. And that is, that is the best looking storm right now.
Palmyra, as Matt Sanders said.
Was it?
Palmyra.
Palmyra. I don't know where that is. It's got to be somewhere around here then. What is that? I think that's. Let's see.
That's the
watching
block.
areas like this where you have really bright green and red colors coming together, that's a bit of a concern, especially when it's kind of hooked into that notch right there. We're going to watch that closely. That's pretty. It's coming together pretty good. Just eyeballing it for people like Medora and Brownstown, who are out in front of that storm, right along US 50. It's just north of Corden. Okay, Blaze says it's north of Corden. Damaging wind would be the worst threat for you. Whoever commented on that, I'm really sorry. I just don't know that those towns. But if you commented, what's it called?
Palmyra.
Palmyra.
Like Elvira, but Palmyra.
Looks like it's just going to be a damaging wind threat, and even then, the warnings have been dropped. So, clearly, yeah, it's really messy down there. Lightning. That's what you're going to get right now. Lightning, heavy rain, and probably some pretty gusty wind. Not ruling out some damaging wind here and there, but it's really messy down there, right along I-64. And we were expecting storms to start dying off as they got to I-65. We mentioned that earlier in the stream, for those who were here. And that's exactly what it's doing. It's approaching 65, and it's just getting really messy. We're going to stay online, though, because you just never know, at least for a little bit longer.
Is that one under a watch, that yellow box you had? Or a warning?
This is a severe thunderstorm warning.
Warning for, that's a big area.
Yeah, it is a very big area. With storms that are linear, they cover a lot of ground, so they like to warn 2, 3, 4 counties at a time. There's another little area of a couplet trying to get its act together. I don't know if where's that in comparison to the storm? Yeah, it's in the storm. So we're going to watch that area east of Guthrie, same area we've been talking about. Let me make sure that's not on the ground or anything.
That's the one kind of issue with all night right in that area, that storm.
That is the same storm system that's been causing us problems. It started as it crossed the Wabash and went into Vincennes. Tornado damage in North Vincennes. Same area of the storm has produced at least 2 tornadoes, maybe 3.
Matt, Zulu time. He noticed that.
Yeah, this is Zulu time for those curious.
Matt just
This
asked.
is not Eastern Daylight or Central. This is Zulu time. The reason why this clock is on Zulu time is because all weather forecasts in the continental United States are issued on Zulu time. So it's a lot easier for me to know what time it is by just looking at a clock instead of having to do the math. I know it's only 4 hours, but
It's a communication in the military thing right there,
I
buddy.
just like to be able to just pull that right up and then boom, Zulu time's right in front of me. I like how Matt noticed that. That's good. Probably the first person that's noticed that.
Hey, Jessica, you still doing okay out there?
All right, so let's do a quick recap for people coming in a little bit late. Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Thunder Buddy. We'll sing it.
Let's just back out and kind of do the whole state here. So here's the whole state in view. You can see Indianapolis in the dead center.
Jessica said she was off for the night, Corey.
Indianapolis,
Copy that. I missed that part.
Lafayette, Louisville here. So you're kind of seeing the whole state. Obviously, the greatest severe threat remains I-70 and south. I'm telling you, when it gets to I-65, it's probably just going to kind of kill itself. You do have storms forming out in front that could be big hailers. But pretty much right in that area was the greatest severe threat today. That made sense with a level 3 risk that was out. Starting to calm down in Bedford. Thank you for the report. Vincennes had a tornado. Yeah, Vincennes got hit earlier. Very brief tornado, but we had reports of structure damage, roofs off of homes, tossed vehicles, semis on the highway, trees on homes, trees on cars, power outages, power lines down, bunch of stuff, bunch of nasty stuff.
Couplet just northeast of
Leavenworth, if it drops, we'll know. Okay.
Yep.
I got it in front of me on that one. Just where's Leavenworth?
2 to 3 tornadoes is what you're getting. 2 tornadoes tonight so far, maybe.
On our end, we saw 2, maybe 3. We might have had a brief one there for a minute, but we saw at least 2. Vincennes, obviously, and then the one I don't remember the name. Elnora, I-69 Elnora. That was the second one where it was like debris ball, and it was not tornado warning. So extremely important that we push that
Just west
information
of
out for that
Corden.
exact reason. What?
just west of Corden.
What is? Oh, Palmer. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, the Leavenworth storm.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting a little. I don't know how to feel about these storms just yet. It's just hard to tell right now. We are. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's crossing 64 right now. That's the area of concern. Let's see if that compares to. Yeah. There's a storm about to approach I-64 west of Corridon. This is west of Louisville Metro. Got some rotation in there. We're going to watch that. I don't know.
That area was hit just last week, wasn't it? Or,
This whole area has been hit several times this
Yeah.
year. From I-64 corridor, from practically Evansville to Louisville to Madison, Indiana, has been hit by at least like 15, 16 tornadoes this year. They have been traumatized. And so we're watching that pretty closely, obviously, for their sake. But yeah, I can definitely see where people will come off as that being an area to be concerned about. It definitely is. Blaze, just kind of keep an eye on that for me. Dale, you do the same. I'm going to bounce back up here.
They just extended that warning, but it's not a warning. It's just a special weather statement
So they didn't extend the warning.
Bedford and.
Okay, so they didn't extend. Well, they haven't yet. They haven't extended the severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, Indiana is at 21 tornadoes as of earlier today. We could be more now, but Indiana is at 21 tornadoes. Our average is 22 on a year, and it's mid-April. So we're already to our average in mid-April. We saw May, June, all those big tornado months for Indiana coming up. So pretty busy start. But yeah, let's zoom out so I can get everybody an idea here of what's going on. I have a lot of questions about individual cities, of course. Indianapolis, Louisville here, put it in motion. Storm's moving kind of a northeast to east moving direction, approaching I-65 now, right along I-64. Storms are still rotating. We haven't had anything that shouts out at us that the tornadoes on the ground right now. The only severe warning currently in effect is the Bloomington to Bedford storm. And that is moving east, and it might get dropped here soon. That's approaching Columbus, approaching Seymour, Indiana, right along I-65. But that could be dropped here soon.
if you're coming home from the Tim McGraw concert, like one of my daughters are, you'll drive right into it if you're heading south on 65.
Tim McGraw concert?
Yes, it is.
There's a couple big events going on. Tim McGraw concert. If you're leaving Tim McGraw, you're going to drive right into storms, so be very, very cautious.
Yep.
And then FDIC, the Fire Department International Convention, whatever it's called. The big fire department convention happening at Lucas Oil. If you're leaving there, you're also in the path of storms as well. Right now, looking, I think they just, nope, they didn't. It's up there. Let's go back to this storm, because this storm was a little interesting.
You know what the best thing about this is? We don't have to cut to a commercial.
No commercials.
We'll take sponsors, but no commercials.
No commercials. This has been roughly 3 or 4 hours, no, I think it stayed recording, 2.5 hours straight of coverage. No commercials at the Indiana Weather Network. We're starting to die down a little bit, though, thankfully. We do have one severe warning still, again, Bloomington to Bedford, and down to Mitchell. But that storm probably is going to be dropped. That warning is going to be dropped here soon. We have a rotation west of Corydon we're going to be watching. And that's it for now. Let's put it in motion. Let's answer some comments. I don't know. Have you checked the national or the SPC? What's the outlook looking so far? I haven't checked in a while. There is still a severe thunderstorm watch that goes to 2 a.m. Central Time, by the way. That's what I asked, if it was Central Time or Eastern. You told me it was Eastern. It is not Eastern. It's Central Time.
Central.
3 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I said 2 a.m. for the last 2.5 hours. It's actually 3 a.m. It doesn't matter. But severe thunderstorm watch does continue to 3 a.m. Eastern Daylight. They might have extended that out.
Weather report brought to you by Matt Sanders, local amazing individual.
Local amazing individual.
Nothing updated.
Okay. Storms do have a history of producing tornadoes. We don't have any warnings in effect right now. No warnings in effect. Storms are still producing hail, gusty wind, and heavy rain, frequent lightning, all the fun stuff. But no severe warnings right now. Storms are still rotating west of Corydon. Some areas up near Bloomington that are still spinning a little bit, but we expect that the overall tornado threat to go down from now until this event is over.
Zach, once this front line moves through, it's just going to be rain for everybody
rain.
back
Yes,
west of it. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Thank you.
The cold front is practically right behind. I have to pull outlook, but cold front's probably somewhere right in there. Yeah, anything, if you're done with storms, rain. There's still going to be lightning. Lightning can extend out quite a distance from storms, so don't stand underneath trees or hold anything metal or stand on your roof, whatever you like to do on a Thursday night. Use caution. Lightning can still strike you from a distance, so just keep that in mind.
Got a question for Matt. What do you see on the map that indicates hail? How do you determine that?
Okay, there's a couple ways. Let me find a storm here. Okay, so on this, you can see some purple mixing in there. That's one indicator of hail that we like to look at. Another tool is the integrated liquid. So,
Okay, so we got a new update. Corydon.
Hold on. So integrated liquid, you can see right here where it's red and yellow. That's also a good sign for hail as well. So if I zoom out, you can see all the areas that are producing hail up and down the line.
Oh, wow.
These are all hail indicators, so very notable. All right, what, Dalen?
Okay, so Harrison, Clark, Crawford, Perry, Floyd, Orange, Washington.
What is this? A severe warning?
Yes.
That whole front line, I bet.
That is that whole...
Jeez. Okay, so... Okay.
They must be gaining strength or something a little bit, maybe, no?
So a new severe... We're going to wait for it to load. But there's a new severe thunder... There it goes. New severe thunderstorm warning. What's it for?
Holy cow.
Just for 60. 60 mile per hour wind gusts in this storm, probably because storms are weakening and dying. So I'm assuming they're putting off downburst, microburst would be my assumption, and they were going to hit the ground spread out. So, yeah, I would agree with Louisville in issuing that warning. There are probably some storms that are dying and putting off some pretty strong wind gusts, but not a lot of lightning indicates that really these storms are really starting to die off. But as storms die, they produce a strong downburst of wind. We call them microbursts, and those can cause damage similar to a tornado, so we want to be cautious there as well. But severe thunderstorm warning for a very large portion of southern Indiana. Corydon, I'll circle Corydon, Borden, there's that Palmyra, Milton, Leavenworth, New Amsterdam, all those areas under a severe thunderstorm warning for only 60 mile per hour wind gusts right now. There's no tornado possible tag. Let's go to velocity. And I'm not seeing much for rotation right now. So, damaging winds. That is the main focus right now, and that's right there. That is in that severe thunderstorm warning. That is radar indicated. The impact, expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees with any wind that is strong enough to do so. So, again, like I said earlier, take all warnings serious. Get to your shelters. Okay.
Guys, we'll figure this out, how to go live from us and get him on here, even if we have to drop a mic down above him so we can go live on our main page. But internet's acting up. We're going to probably go to AT&T Fiber here in a week or so.
Haley got hit.
And that'll make it a lot easier on all of us. And then this is a work in progress with Porch Time and Indiana Weather Network. And we'll get it figured out.
Someone commented and said no threat indicating a tornado. Absolutely not true. We've had several tornadoes tonight already. It may not look like it now, but it can happen very quickly. So always have that in the back of your mind. That's how people get hurt or worse, is because they just think that no tornado, and then they get hit. Kendra said we had a microburst take out our windbreak last year and put a tree on our roof. Just as scary as a tornado. Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Yeah. When these storms start to die, they put off microbursts, and they can be dangerous.
If you want to come over and install that, come over tomorrow. We'll gladly do it.
For damage in Brown County and parts of Morgan County.
Are they going to get worse?
Doug said the backside of the command center.
I don't know where you're at, Kate. You have to include a location, 'cause I don't know where you live. We have trees down. AJ, where are you at? Reports of trees down. Yes, Madison, you can go to bed. Morgan County's in the clear. Have a good night. Have a good night's rest. The only thing we're tracking right now is a severe thunderstorm. This is west of Louisville Metro. Includes Corydon, Milltown, Galena, Brandenburg, Kentucky. This storm is moving east, northeast-ish, and it is the only severe warning we have right now. And it is warned for 60-mile-per-hour damaging wind gusts. That is it.
I was trying to see what Madison was asking if she'd go to bed.
Oh, no, up here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna go grab my sweatshirt real quick.
Madison City. Yeah.
No, Madison was from Martinsville. Morgan County, I think. Paragon.
Oh, okay, it wasn't the same. I was like, was it Madison was in here?
No, I have no idea. I don't think so.
It's like, yeah, go to bed.
But yeah, no, Paragon, yeah, you're fine. Storms are east of you now. It's going to rain. Perfect sleeping weather. If you're done with the storms, it is perfect sleeping weather.
South of Bloomington still getting thundered.
Yep. South Bloomington.
It's going to get some for a while.
Yeah, it'll probably thunder for quite some time. But the threat is over once those storms push through. The threat is over. If you're out ahead, still got to maintain the idea in the back of your head that you could get some damaging wind gusts. Greenwood, Franklin, Edinburgh, Camp Atterbury, Columbus, Seymour, Austin, that line I-65 corridor. You have to keep in mind that storms are still an environment that they could produce some damaging wind gusts. Our cutoff is 65 tonight, so as they hit 65, our confidence in severe coverage will go down. You can already kind of see it as they get to 65. It's getting a little gross. Not a lot going on.
Kevin, make sure he knows how to say Paragon.
Paragon.
That's from Matt.
I don't know why everybody comments on that. You guys know what I'm saying.
Matt will train you.
Gordon, Georgetown, New Pekin, still warned, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Severe thunderstorm watch does continue to 3 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 2 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for now.
Wendy, that Zulu time that stays that is, it's, Wendy just popped on and said, fix the clock.
Yeah,
Again.
that's not wrong. That is Zulu time. All weather forecasts in the United States are issued on Zulu time, which is universal coordinated time. This is time the military uses and stuff like that. The reason why they do that is so that a weather forecaster in California knows that a weather forecast in Indiana was issued at the same time. So it's a lot easier to coordinate that. Instead of going, it was issued at 4 a.m. Eastern and 3 a.m. Central, they can say it was issued at 4 Zulu, and everybody knows what time that is.
Anything else behind this front, or it's going to get quiet here for a few days?
It should get quiet. It's going to get quiet for a few days, probably more like a week. In the downtime, we're going to work on some program updates. We're going to get some live storm chasing going. And then we're going to do we're going to do a bunch of stuff. A lot of administrative stuff while we're down. But unfortunately, the end of next week going into the weekend, looks like we could have another severe weather setup. But too early to tell. We got golf outings to do next weekend. So
Oh, that's right.
we hope they hold off a little bit. But we're going to watch that pattern as it comes across the United States and keep a close eye. We have a great team of forecasters that'll do that. But as far as all weekend will be nice weather. So
We might be out at Matt's house all day on.
Yeah, stumbling over to Matt's house.
Matt, be prepared. Get the grill going.
If you're just tuning in, storms are still going. One severe thunderstorm warning right now, and that includes the Louisville metro area just west of, and then Corydon, Leavenworth, Indiana, Middletown, all that area, right along I-64.
Pocket of rotation crossing Highway 135 south of Corydon.
Right.
That's that same one that has been going all night.
No, this is a different one.
Oh, it's a different one?
Yes, it's
oh, yeah,
close
yeah.
I don't see anything.
Thank you, Crystal.
That's what
Good
Paul
night,
said.
Patricia.
I don't see anything worth noting on that.
Okay.
Not yet. I could be behind a scan.
Matt has deer meat ready for burgers.
Oh, yeah.
Count me in. I'll see you there.
Right. We'll be at your house, Matt.
All right. While we got a moment, let's get some updated storm reports. Post in the comment section. Your location is very important. I see a lot of people posting reports. I don't know where you live, so please. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Jacob. I didn't understand that. I apologize. Storm reports. Let's get some storm reports out. Location, please, and then let me know what's going on in your area. If you got hit, if it's raining, that's awesome. I'm looking for like tree damage, power outages, hail reports, stuff like that. That would be important. So if you got hit today, let me know what you got. I know there's flooding in Martinsville. See reports of that.
He's talking to his feed like I do on mine. He's gonna.
Yeah. So here's our setup for people watching Porch Time. Obviously, that's me, and then we got comments over here from Facebook, weather products from National Weather Service, and then Doppler radar, and then that's Zulu time. So the full setup. Let's see. Raining. Okay. Right. I keep. Ashley, ask your question. I'm sorry. There's a lot of comments, so I did miss it. Ask your question, and I'll get you. I'll pay attention here for a second. Dalen, just kind of keep an eye on the storm, so please. I'm going to get some storm reports here from people. Columbus, raining hard, lightning winds just starting in Columbus. Okay.
Yeah, it thundered a bunch. That's for sure, Patricia.
Indeed it did. These storms are approaching Louisville Metro now. Corydon, severe thunderstorm warning. Just for wind, though.
You can tap into many radars. Indianapolis, Louisville, whatever you want
I can
to.
tap into every National Weather Service radar, yes.
That is fantastic.
Yep. I got full coverage all the time. I'd say Crawfordsville's clear. Downtown Indy, nothing yet. Okay?
I can't wait for
Indy's
winter.
just going to get rain and thunder. That's about it. Greenwood starting rain.
Winter storms will be fun in here, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of winter storms when they happen. Okay, Ashley asks, I love storms when tornadoes possible is thrown in there, especially at night. Makes me trip out. Yeah, I totally understand that. We hate noting tornadoes possible because people, I think, after so many times, people are just like, oh, okay, they say this every time. But yeah, remember though, if we say tornadoes possible, we can't guarantee you that your house is going to get hit. A community 2 towns over could be wiped off the map. It happens all the time. We had people on March 31st when Sullivan was getting hit complaining that they weren't getting storms in Vincennes. People were dying in Sullivan. Keep that in mind. And people were complaining about not getting storms in Vincennes. You're not always going to get hit. We have to forecast for a region and not for a town or a community or even a county.
Or a street.
An entire area is forecasted. So if I say, we come out and say, hey, a few tornadoes possible, and it's from South Bend to Indianapolis, that's a pretty wide area to have a few tornadoes. So they could happen in Fort Wayne, it could happen in Lafayette, it could happen in South Bend. There's a lot of areas that could happen in. Thank you, Danielle. We really appreciate that. Been on for probably about 3 hours now.
C4 stat.
Yeah, I had a C4. I don't know where it went. But we try not to. We try to be serious and get the message out without people panicking too much. It's really hard to do sometimes. We mentioned tornadoes. People kind of already have that panic, especially if you're in like Winchester, Sullivan, Martinsville, areas that have been impacted by tornadoes the last. Corey Baker asks, has Kevin fed us?
Kevin ate his protein bowl 4 hours ago, and he's good. These guys went to Mexican.
I'm going. No, we didn't eat.
Oh, you did not?
We went to go eat, and then thought about, let's go chase instead. Got halfway to Bloomington, north side of Bloomington. I was like, nope, I'm going back.
I didn't hear from you.
I had no service.
Yeah, we had no service.
I remember I was getting so mad. I was like, I know Kevin's trying to call me right now. That's as soon as I got service, that's when I called.
Kevin was like, they're gone. I'm out.
Weather app says Rochester's going to get worse later tonight. Rochester, gosh, where's that? No, highly unlikely. That's why you should not trust phone apps. A lot of rain. That's it. You guys are fine up there in Rochester.
Look at that. Just clicking on any radar you want.
Yep, very quickly. Boom. There's Indianapolis. There's northern Indiana. There's Chicago's radar. Central Illinois' radar.
What's the warning down in Arkansas? Can we sneak in that? I know you don't do that, but
That's actually pretty good.
Oh, wow.
That's damaging wind, too. But yeah, I can go anywhere.
Fantastic.
One warning in Indiana, that is it. These storms are starting to die. Remember what I said earlier? If you joined us in the chat earlier, I said
65.
Storms were going to die when they hit 65. That's how damn good I am.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm just joking. We have a whole team here that does a great job. And we said it was going to die when it got to 65. Storms are really starting to weaken out. There's not a lot of instability out ahead. Sun's down. Lapse rates are going down. Everything's going to start dying. I would say if you're east of 65, the biggest concern right now is frequent lightning, some gusty winds, maybe some small hail, flooding. No flood warning, shockingly, but I would say flooding is probably going to happen.
Let's see if my internet's back up yet.
Next to Kokomo. Okay. Something about a spot next to Kokomo. I don't know what that means. Yeah, these are all probably going to be pretty decent rain producers north of I-70. Yeah, Darien, north of I-70, normal storms. Summer light, feel storms, sleep well in them. That's what I would recommend to you.
Sleep? What's that?
Got some storms going through Indy right now. We'll focus on that for a second because that's pretty populated, obviously. But really, Indianapolis area, just normal storm. Nothing too crazy. Muncie, Winchester, Emily, you guys are fine. Again, probably just normal thunderstorms. And keep in mind, there's still a severe risk that extends all the way. Let me verify that's true, though, before there's still a severe risk that extends. Yeah, there's still a slight risk that goes all the way up to almost Fort Wayne. There's a reason why it's there, okay? But in our opinion, that the threat is going down pretty quickly.
Well, you called level 3 in the southwest corner of the state, where the tornadoes were. Level 2 was extended to about 65.
This was our outlook earlier. This was our outlook this morning. Tornado happened here, and a tornado happened right about here. So well within, and it's 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. It's 11:42. Storms are exiting. You couldn't ask for a better forecast there.
Well, I remember someone making a comment on Porch Time saying, "What kind of forecast is that?" Saying a couple tornadoes, and you just addressed it. Just because it doesn't hit your mouth, doesn't hit your house doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah, if it doesn't have to hit your house for it to be an accurate forecast. Always keep in mind, other people's lives could be changing or even ending in a lot of unfortunate ways, and we need people to understand that. With weather forecasts, we forecast on a regional basis based on the environment. Sometimes storms hit one area, and sometimes they hit another. If you live in an area where we're saying, hey, a couple tornadoes possible, the only reason why we're telling you that is so you have that in the back of your mind. So when storms show up, you think, I should probably go check IWN and see what they're talking about. That's the goal. But right now, storms are pretty much dying out. This is a radar of storms going through Indianapolis, just across the Doppler radar. If you guys are wondering what that giant black dot is, that is the Doppler radar. It's called the cone of silence. When storms get too close, it doesn't pick it up because the radar doesn't shoot straight down.
Didn't Disturb sing that cone of silence, or is that silence? That's a cone of silence.
If you guys watch Twister, they mentioned the cone of silence in the movie.
When's Twister 2 coming out?
Like July sometime, I think.
You'll be there.
Oh, yeah. Going back down south, so putting you here on the map, Indianapolis is right here. We have storms going straight down 65 right now.
The dead zone.
Not one to be driving in that.
Yeah, and I've got a daughter leaving Tim McGraw.
Perfect.
Driving right through.
Very heavy rain coming down right now. Probably a little bit. Casey said July 19th, this Twister.
Casey will be there.
You didn't know there's a new Twister movie, Kendra? Yeah, a new Twister movie coming out. Twisters.
These guys have it tattooed on their arm.
Yeah. I'm getting the whole cast tattooed on my arm. Storms approaching Columbus, non-severe, heavy rain, lightning, and I think we're going to be wrapping up here pretty soon. These storms right here are going to be going into the Louisville Metro. Again, they're warned for 60, but they don't look impressive. Let's put a pause here. And let's just go up and down, make sure we don't have any crazy rotation happening here that we need to be concerned about. That storm near Cordon's kind of starting to mix together a little bit. Hopefully Blaze is on that. He lives in that area. But storm approaching Cordon is rotating just slightly. Nothing too crazy just yet. And we'll work our way back up the line. What's going on here? Area near Salem might be rotating a little bit. We'll watch that a little closely.
Can you explain to us what you look for there when you look
velocity?
for rotation? Yeah.
Yeah. So
let me zoom in on it a little bit here.
Sure. So
okay.
When we look at velocity radar, for those who want to learn something here today and you want to know how to read radar, when we look at velocity scans raindrops. So it's telling us which way the rain is moving in comparison to where the radar is. So we're on Louisville radar, as it says at the top left. So that tells me the Louisville radar is down here somewhere, because that's where Louisville is. Actually, I'm sorry, we're in Cordon. So Louisville radar is over here. So that means red is rain going away. So it's got to be going this direction, and green is coming at us. And that's where you get your mix and your rotation happening that we get a little concerned about. And then you have to be able to identify rotation that is parallel with the radar or vertical to the radar. Because this is vertical, this actually might, well, depending where radar is, but if it's parallel, sometimes it's just, it looks like it's rotating, but it's not. So, close thing, Blaze Abner just went through a training program with that, which was a very excellent training program. That's what we look for in storms like that. That's why if you ever see something scary like that, but it's not warned, there's sometimes a reason why it's not, because it's not actual rotation happening. It just gives off the vibe. But that's what we look for in that, and that is velocity. Something just landed on my house? Big or small, Logan? Hopefully small.
If it's UFOs, let us know. We would like
got aliens. This could be a whole different.
Totally different show all of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden we went from severe weather to aliens.
I'll fire up porch time for that.
All right, let's do. Thanks for everything tonight. As soon as storms hit Indiana State Line, I jumped on the best coverage around. Thank you so much, Lisa. God bless you. We appreciate that so much.
100%.
This is going to happen more often. We moved into our new studios. We have a full setup now in front of me. I have multiple monitors in front of me. Louisville. That's what I say. I don't say Louisville. I've been saying Louisville the whole time.
Louisville.
But yeah, so just for Blaze, these storms are approaching Louisville.
Was that Blaze correcting you?
Yeah, Louisville. That's what I've been saying. Louisville. Louisville. Maybe I do throw a little S in there. What was I saying?
Your new studio setup.
Yeah, new studio setup. We moved to Martinsville, Indiana, Morgan County. We operate out of here full time now. And we're going to do severe weather coverage through every severe weather event that we possibly can. And yeah. So,
the Indiana Weather Network Storm Center. That's where we're at right now.
Storm Center.
We got to get those shirts made.
Ooh,
that was close.
What was close?
The Big Bang. I haven't heard the thunder, so it's not close, but it was bright.
Oh.
Maybe it was thunderless.
I don't think so.
There it is.
Mariah says she's from Mooresville, loves Morgan County. We love Morgan County as well. That's why we moved here. But yeah, we're just gonna wait a minute to see what this storm does in Louisville, and we'll go from there. We'll zoom out a little bit so everybody kind of has an idea of what's happening.
Massive system.
So yeah, very long line system. Wait until our derecho, first derecho of the year. Do you know what a derecho is?
Yeah, I got caught in it last year.
Oh yeah, you did.
67.
Those derechos punch 80, 90 mile an hour winds.
You ain't a kidding.
Yeah, and they book it. That's
Pucker
my favorite. That's my
factor.
favorite type of storm system.
No,
it covers so much ground. This is what we're looking at: Indianapolis there, Louisville here, I-65 corridor, and the line of storms pushing east. A lot of them are non-severe right now as they approach Louisville Metro. And we got severe thunderstorm warning here, 60 mile per hour, that's it. The rest of them, just nastiness. So we're going to give it a minute and we're going to go offline. I'm going to read some comments.
I think we need to move that there.
The what?
That wall mount. And then you could use it as your second.
Yeah, we need to. Well, what I'll do is I'll just bring my other laptop, which is in storage, put it over here and display radar up there. That way you can just...
like it.
Let's see, can I... Yeah, I think anything east of Indy is going to be fine. We don't want to sleep... I mean, we don't want to let our guards down, but anything that happens east of Indy is going to be really, really conditional. Really isolated. And we can't just stay up talking. My throat already hurts from talking for like 3.5 hours straight.
Wait till we do a fundraiser.
Yeah, that I can't keep up with just one severe warning storm. You know, I have to come on here and talk about a widespread event. But what we would suggest doing is just keep an eye on it, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Just have a way to receive warnings. Let me go up. I can't sleep if you hear heavy wind. Yeah, I can understand that. Second round severe. Yeah, okay. I'm looking for storm reports right now. It's the most important thing. But if you guys have any final comments or anything like that, any storm reports we should know about, let us know. We're going to let this storm go into Louisville, and then we're done for the night. And I'm going to get something to eat because I haven't ate.
The host of the house would have got him something. Yeah, I got eggs in the fridge.
The car's probably floating down the street right now.
I just went out there and just stepped in a massive pile.
I want to step outside too and experience the weather. Breathe it in, smell it. That sounds weird, doesn't it?
That is weird.
I just want to experience the storm. I've been inside. You know, whenever storms hit us, I can't step outside. I have to be covering the weather, so I don't get to experience it. So there was one time, I don't remember what event it was. Fun story for everybody on here. We were Indiana Weather Network. And Corey, you might be able to remind me, but Lafayette got under a tornado warning, and we were literally getting hit by this storm that was tornado warned, and we were kind of concerned for a second. I was live streaming until I couldn't anymore.
I remember that. I asked you guys all right, and you're like, no answer. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, and I had to take a moment, and my roommate's kids were there, and get them into the safe area until it passed through. And when it passed through, we were
Didn't that come close to your parents' house too?
Yeah, because my parents live just due west of town. So yeah, it was fun. Not really, but okay. I think we're good.
Really flattening out now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really just messy now. I told you 65.
65, you're on it.
I-65, and it just kind of got nasty.
Best weather guy this side of White River right here, buddy. We got him.
Best weather guy in Morgan County, right?
Right.
Thank you guys so much. If you have any additional questions, now's the time to get it out. That severe thunderstorm watch does go till 3 a.m., but it's going to expire before that. It's only midnight, and we're already at the eastern edge of that watch. So it will expire early.
I'm going to kill this, guys. I'll be back on my regular here in a little bit. Tell Zach bye. See you, Zach.
Yeah, I've been in the clear for the last